Okay, so today I'm going to try to vlog with you. I got a couple of things to do today, and you'll see what a day in the life of a lawyer is, who's also a mom. I'm going to try to do some early voting. Here in Texas is from October 13th through the 30th, so I'm going to see how the lines are there. My son has swim class. He's a 3-year-old with swim class. I have some lawyer work to do. Laundry, things of that nature. So I'll take you with me around for the day and we'll see how that works out. I woke up around 5:45 to get myself ready, and then I go get my son ready after I'm already dressed so that it's easier to kind of go through the day. All right, let's go. Okay, so I'm going upstairs to wake up my 3-year-old. And on his door, it says, "Don't wake the bear." We call him Little Bear in this house. So let's wake him up and get him ready for the day. Okay, so we got his lunchbox and his book bag, and we're ready to go to school. Okay, so we're off to school. I'm going to drop him off to preschool, and then I'm going to go see about early voting while I'm out before I come back to the house. We're going to school now. Mama's doing a video. So let's go ahead and go out to school. Okay, so I'm far away from my neighborhood I grew up in. I live in a pretty small neighborhood. I like my neighborhood. I'm from the East Coast, and I like the particular neighborhood I live in now, in the Houston area. So if you're ever interested in coming out to the Houston area, this is a good place to live. The cost of living is cheaper, certainly than where I lived at in the East Coast, in New York, New Jersey area, and also in DC area. So I would suggest checking it out. I like it. My son goes to a private preschool, not too far from the house. And we're gonna drop him off there, and then the early voting poll is actually near the school as well. So he goes to private preschool called Creme de la Creme, the best of the best. I try to give him the best, and that's where he started at preschool. So if you're interested, I think they have locations throughout the country, but this is one of the locations that he goes to. Okay, dropping them off, and now I'm off to the early voting. And as you can see, they have all their signs posted up. This is one of the early voting sites near me. I know Texas was they tried to eliminate a lot of the polling sites. I feel like voter suppression is real. So I'm going to make sure my vote counts and get over to these polls. Trying to figure out, it looks pretty crowded, and it's early. It's only 8:15, so I'm wondering why it's so crowded in the morning, but everybody, I guess, trying to exercise their right to vote. Okay, so I'm back home because, as you can see, I don't know if you can tell, but it was a long line for early voting. So I will try that again, maybe later today or another day, or go take my chances and go on actual election day. But I gave it a try, and now I'm going to go inside and do some lawyer work. Okay, so I'm back in my office and logging in my computer. If you haven't been following me, I'm actually a government attorney. I do veterans law, and so I'm going to get to working on these veterans cases. I basically decide whether the law was properly followed when a veteran applies for benefits at the lower level and they are denied. They appeal to my particular agency, and we decide whether the appeal is a valid appeal in regards to whether the rights were denied correctly or if there was some reason for them to have benefits. And so that big old book I just showed you is what we use. It's a new book that comes out just about every year that has it's the federal code, and it says basically the law that we abide by for all veterans. So thank you, veterans, for your service. Since a lot of what I do is on the computer and veterans information is personal identification information is I can't show it to you. I'm just going to show you that a lot of the time it's spent on the computer and you won't be able to see actually a file I'm working on because I can't show you veterans information. But I am working on their cases and trying to make sure that we get all the appeals decided. We have a backlog, so we're trying to get all the appeals decided. So the advantages of working from home means I can get multiple things done during the day, including laundry, which I necessarily don't like, but we'll have to do. So I'll get some laundry done today, and then I'll go back to doing my government job. So laundry is part of the day as well. So back to work. I'm trying to get some cases out. We have a certain amount of caseload we have to do, and I try to make sure I'm ahead of goal to make sure that I meet my goal every year, since I've been at my job for 7 years now. Okay, so after school is swim class. We're going to a popular swim class. He's actually been in swim class since he was 1, and I really like how they work with him. So if you're actually in the Houston area, you should check him out. He's progressed a lot, and he's only 3 years old, so I'm pretty impressed with him.
So I'm taking a walk around after a long day of doing a lot of things, and we're getting close to election day, so you're seeing all the different political paraphernalia, and that means I can identify people now.
Okay, so I started the video with the scarf on my head, and I'm going to end the video with the scarf on my head. A day in the life of a lawyer who's also a mom, doing regular work, exercising my right to vote, which I hope all of you guys are doing, and doing stuff with a little one. So that's just a little tidbit. There's a lot that happens with lawyers. Most of it is on the computer, which I can't share as I mentioned before, but hope you enjoyed the ride along with me today.